Sorry, y'all. I accidentally unplugged my mic and I could not get it plugged back up. That was great. All right, give me 1 second. Let me fix this mic so I don't do that again because that was not cool. All right. Okay, I have it fixed now. Sorry. The whole mic unplugged and I didn't realize it. And then I got it plugged back up real quick, but I had to fix the cord. So, story of my life. What else is new? Um, uh, I know Kane's gonna be going live. I'm just doing a quick one. I was gonna do it earlier, but I decided to wait. Just a little bit, and then I thought Kane was going live earlier, but he changed it. So just decided I would go ahead and do this. Let's see. I'm gonna give it a few minutes. I haven't looked to see if anybody's in here, honestly. And I can't tell because YouTube is always being stupid, so I don't know. Okay. So I'm just gonna give it a minute and then I'll say what I got to say. Oops. Ow. Okay. Ah. Okay. So again, I still can't tell because YouTube is being ridiculous. So I don't know who's here and who's not. And it's been glitchy all day, so that's another issue with it. What the freak is wrong? This whole thing is. God, YouTube gets on my nerves. Okay, I'm fixing to start because I don't know. I can't tell. What the freak? Okay. Anyways, so Monday, I guess, and I found this out on Facebook, which I absolutely despise doing because I don't even get on Facebook anymore. But I got a call last night or a text telling me, and I wish they would have just told me instead of me having to find it on Facebook, because then when I found it on Facebook, it just freaked me out. But my friend Ashley passed away Monday. She OD'd. Apparently, I don't even call the stuff heroin anymore because I don't think there's heroin in the shit. I think it's fentanyl based. But what people don't understand is you can do the same amount 2 times in a row, and one time you're fine and the next time you're not. And I do not think people really understand that. Um, I'm not a fentanyl expert. I have no idea why that is. I mean, I guess somebody said it could be regulated or something. I don't even know what that means, really. The strongest pain medicine I've ever taken is Dilaudid, and that's in the hospital. So it's very controlled in IV. And I don't judge. I don't like pain medicine. I've never, and that right there is most people that do that have had near death experiences with it. Most of the people that I know, and it scares them. And so to me, to have that much emotional pain to where you do something that you don't know if you're going to even make it through once you do it, especially injecting it, that is a whole lot of emotional pain. She did have a lot. She lost a baby that was 2 or 3 months old, I think. She has a son, I think he's 12, and then um, she had another son and he died. And then she's had 2 or 3 miscarriages. She had some other stuff going on, so um, she's had a whole lot of heartache. Um, the peace that I can find is that she is at peace now. Um, it doesn't help anybody here on earth, you know what I mean? But, I guess it does, but I'm saying though, right now people are hurt. Her mom's having a real hard time. I'm sure her son is. Um, I still am in shock, I think. But I just saw her like last Monday, and this happened this past Monday. It was last Monday or Tuesday, I think, something like that. And this happened this past Monday. So, and I didn't even know. To me, she didn't look bad. She did look a little depressed, but Ashley gets like that. But she didn't look like she was strung out or anything. Um, but you don't have to be. You can like. I did do a reading just to make sure she was okay. I'm gonna get Hershey to actually do one because she can read energies if they're not and help them cross over. I think she's okay, but I'm just gonna get Hershey to check and make sure. But I did get that. I don't know what happened. Something had happened that made her upset too before. She didn't do it on purpose, um, but she did have a lot of turmoil, like just a lot of shit. Um, but she was only 29 years old, so. And y'all, I've never had anybody that I've known people that's OD, but somebody that was closer to me that like I have very few friends around here. Steven's little buddies, I do not deal with their girlfriends at all. Ashley's the only one, and she's been around for 3 years or so. So she was really sweet. She wasn't a hoochie. I love Ashley. So I guess that's another reason I'm in shock. Like Ashley's not one that like when you think of an addict, you think of somebody strung out all the time. You see him all the time. She was never like that. I've never seen Ashley just strung out. Um, I don't even know if I've seen her fucked up on it for real. So I don't know. I just am still trying to, I guess, not be numb, but I really don't want to feel it either. So her boyfriend did come over today, and he was in tears. Of course, that I cannot like I can't even look at him because will really cry. They were like, they've been together for 2 or 3 years, I think. And they had separated for a little bit. He's mad at the person that got it for her, but the thing is like, it's not like she was made to take it, didn't know what it was. She probably would have got it anyway. I'm sure they Narcaned her. I don't really know all the details on that, but she was at the hospital. I guess she was non-responsive, but she passed away at the hospital. From what we know. But 29 years old. I mean, like, we just need to make sure we're checking on our friends, because addiction does not have a cure, and somebody can go years without doing anything and do it one time and it kill them. And sorry, y'all, I wasn't even looking at chat because I was trying not to cry, so I had to stare off and say what I was saying. My friend Ashley, um, she was 29. She OD'd on fentanyl. I'm gonna call it fentanyl because I don't think there's heroin in that shit. I'm telling y'all, I just don't think there's heroin in it. I think it's fentanyl. But like I said, you can do it. She did the same amount every time. Like, me and her talked about it. She never did it around me, y'all. I've never seen her fucked up. Like, she was not one that just stayed messed up all the time. It was usually whenever she would get upset, it's like to numb something. You know what I mean? And I did a reading because I had to know, was she okay? I know that might sound morbid, but I just needed, I couldn't. I had to. And it's not funny, but we had talked, and I'm not going to cry saying this. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. And she said, if I die, she said, I'm going to be one of your guides. She's like, I'm not going to help you solve the murder, so, because I don't want to know all that. She's like, but I'll help you emotionally, because that's what you do for me. You're like an emotional balance, because she would always come to me and talk. Because y'all know I feel everybody's emotions and feelings. So I knew when she was upset, and she would tell me everything. There's a picture of her. I guess I can I don't know why I didn't do it, because my brain is everywhere. I can't, I didn't sleep last night. I was fixing to go to bed and I literally threw up. I just threw up, especially reading it on Facebook. That pisses me off. I mean, it pisses me off. It pisses me off to have to find out something on Facebook, because it felt like somebody hit me in the stomach, and I was just I was sick. I was like, oh God. And then it's just I do this. Is that really going on? Is this really going on? Is this really going on? I mean, that's how I process grief. And y'all, I don't do death well, even though I do what I do, because I've been dealing with death with immediate family since I was 5. I try to take off running from it, because if I can get away from it, it didn't happen. And so I have to really talk to myself dealing with death, because I do not. A lot of times I don't deal with it. I just pretend it didn't happen and go on, and that's not a good way to do it at all, period. I don't advise that. I don't advise that at all. And I mean, I'm okay knowing that she's okay, but it's still there's still the human side of me that, you know what I mean, that is the human side of me. I feel like all these people keep dying. I don't know. I don't, nobody likes death, but I really, it sounds horrible. Life is life. I just need a break from it for a good 5 years. Shit. I mean, good Lord. Y'all, okay, I can't remember what I was doing. I done got, I'm telling y'all, my nerves are bad. I know Kane's fixing to be going live. I'm not staying live that long. I just want to tell everybody that, because I put that thing up there. And I just think it's very important that, and I already did this about addicts and stuff, as far as supporting them and doing things like special days, stuff like that. But, I look, I was thinking to myself, I always tell Ashley I love her before she leaves or whatever, because I do pretty much everybody that I've loved, which is the only people I'm around, because y'all know I'm not around people. But I didn't hug her, and it's not anything I can do. There's nothing I could have done to save her, but I was going to say something to her about how good she was doing or if she was using it all, and I didn't. And I know that she was going to do what she was going to do anyway, but it's like you always wonder, like, what if, and why didn't I hug her? You know what I mean? Because you don't ever know. And it's so crazy because you just don't know usually. And even me, I don't, I do not know people's going to go before they go. I don't want to know either. There's a reason God don't let me know that, because I can't know. Hell no. I don't, yeah, no. But you just, it makes you realize that you just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And you just need to tell the people you love and you care about that you love and care about them. And even if they're not responsive, because, yeah, even if they are mad at you, don't say anything to you, you've told them that. You have communicated that with them, and they know that. And that's all you can do sometimes. There's a lot of things in my life I cannot fix because I'm not the only one with control over it. But what I can do is make sure I'm apologizing where I need to apologize, that, I say what I need to say so I don't have regrets. And that's just the way I live my life. It has been, but now I really, really live it like that. Oh my God. Okay. I can't even find this. Talking. I was talking. Okay. Let me fix this picture. I'm not like editing it, so it's not going to be like in the best quality probably, but that's her. And then no. And this is her. Hang on. I guess I could fix that. Where's that way? Oh shit. Hang on, y'all. And that's her. And I'm not looking at chat again, y'all. Sorry. Yes, we do. And I already picked like the cards I use, the Talking to Heaven. And y'all, this card's only come out for Sandra Birchmore and then for her, but the I'm with you card and I'm one of your guide cards come out. So I did cry with that, because to me that just confirmed really that she was okay, and she wanted us to know that. She wanted me to know, because I think she knew, of course they do. And she's with her baby. I mean, her son's still here, but she's with her baby. Like I said, she had a real hard time losing the baby, so that's right, Meg, it is. Because, like, and I'm not making excuses for her. I'm just telling y'all that when I tell you that she was not one that just stayed strung out to do it, she would take Suboxone so she didn't withdraw. So if she was doing it, like it was, and it's still, no excuse is a good excuse, okay? But I'm just saying that it would be because she got upset or something. And literally, y'all, she would do, and I know because she told me the teeniest amounts, but I'm just telling people, it does not matter. You can do it one day and do the same amount the next, and it take you out. And I don't think it's because that's mostly fentanyl, especially around here. like I said, I don't even think there's no damn heroin in it. I think it's all fentanyl. But, her mom's having a real hard time, and I'm not good at helping with that because, like, because I feel everybody's emotion. I'm not the good one to help with that because all I'm going to do is cry with them. You know what I mean? I'm going to grieve for them with them, and you know what I mean? I'll come home and still feel their grief. I do that. So I hate that I'm not able to do it now. In a month or so, I'll be their punching bag, and that's what I tell people. I don't keep on telling people I'm sorry. There's no words you can say that's going to bring her daughter back. Okay, she lost a kid. She's burying a kid, and you're not supposed to bury your kids. They're supposed to bury you. So, I mean, people get on my nerves, tell me they were sorry all the time. I'm like, okay, y'all I don't. But I know that grief has many stages, and my angry stage lasts longer than anything. And sometimes people need a punching bag, and I always tell people, look, you can just call me cussing me out. I'll understand and won't even say nothing. Just say what you need to say, hang up, do whatever you need to do. I'll be your punching bag. Because sometimes it's, the why. The what the hell, why? And we have to let ourselves feel it, and that's my problem. I don't like to feel things that hurt. Who does? Um, what I chase to numb it is running away from it, not thinking about it, pretending it didn't happen, which is just as bad as doing a drug. I mean, probably, it can't kill me, I don't guess. It could drive me crazy and make me lose my mind, but it is torture, the same torture, because when you don't deal with it, it haunts you. Like, I didn't deal with my dad's. I just pretended because, see, with my dad, I told him, you get sick, I'm not watching you die. I'm not going to look at you when you're not healthy. I'm not going to see you after you die. I'm not going to do any of that because I did that with my mom, my aunts, everybody, right? So I escaped my dad's. But I have this issue, like, I will see he wore flannels, sort of like JJ wears, actually. But um, there's been times I swore I saw him in Walmart. There's been times I still pick up the phone to call him because I didn't deal with it, so I forget. um, and sometimes that's worse. So, my mom knows I was forced to deal with it because I look at her in the casket, do this, do that, and I just said, oh, hell no. With my dad, I was not doing it. Like, we had to sign. He was not going to be cremated, but he had just had his stuff taken care of before he died, though. But we knew he was going to be cremated because he couldn't be buried on top of my mom. Like, they didn't put her far enough down or whatever. So nobody kept his ashes. His ashes were buried on top of my mama. That's how he wanted it done. But in Georgia, it does not matter. Grown as fuck. All four of his kids, grown as fuck. We had to all four sign for him to be cremated, even though he had pre-prepared and paid for everything. We had to sign for him to be cremated, or it would have went to court. Like, he would not have been able to be cremated till we went to court on it, if all of us wouldn't have signed. So my brother was still in Washington at the time, I think. Or was he? He might not have been. But anyways, we all had to get together. We all had to sign, or they couldn't have cremated my dad. And that's crazy. We didn't even know that. Because he had prepaid everything and done everything, but they're like, yeah, in Georgia, like, all the kids have to sign, or it has to go to court. That's crazy, but that keeps stuff from happening that happened um to the pastor's wife. God, why can't I remember her name? Well, I don't call him a pastor, that cult leader, that damn abusive man, whatever his name is. And I can't remember her name. Micah. She was very, y'all, that woman, she did not kill herself. And I'm telling y'all, that woman stood in front of me, and I've never had a spirit stand in front of me. I could feel her in front of me. Like, I don't care. I just want everybody, once we got her message out, she's, you know what I mean, at peace. But she wanted everybody to know she didn't do it. I don't care what anybody tells me. That woman said she did not do that to herself. And I mean, plain as day, plainer than anybody I've ever heard anywhere. Like, oh my God. I don't really hear stuff usually. I just have this knowing thing. Like, I don't know, it's weird, but with her, yeah, she was very, 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 very wanted. And she did that to a lot of tarot readers and stuff. She did the Ashley and all that, but she's very vocal. Um, I think most people know she didn't do that to herself, but she wanted it clear that she did not. So I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what no coroner says, no police, no whatever. That woman says she didn't do it to herself, and that's what I believe. I don't care. I can't prove it. They can't prove it. So, you know what I mean? They can call me crazy if they want to, but that shit, they can't prove it neither. So, what they know about that. And like, I don't want to just tell her mama that she's okay. That those messages like that, you think that, you do this. So, you never know how somebody's going to reciprocate that or take it. So, I don't do that unless somebody asks. There is a want in me to tell them, but if it was me and I'm grieving like that, I might tell them, how the fuck do you even know if I believe they can do it or not? Like, don't tell me. I mean, you just never know. When people are grieving, you just don't. You just have to. It's one of those touchy situations, and I know because like I've been there. I've been there. So I just, even though, you know, I don't know. I sat here for about 3 hours, I think, and stared off into space before I did anything because I was trying to accept it or like get it into my reality, which is still not there. I don't, it's just weird. I still can't digest it all. And I don't understand why the Narcan didn't work. So, and I don't want to ask questions really like that. Like, of course, you don't ask right now, especially, but I just don't understand all that. I don't know how long she was non responsive before, you know what I mean? Like, the ambulance got there. I wouldn't have waited on the ambulance. But you can't say what you would and could, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like, I don't know. But, I don't know. It just, that's scary as shit to me. That is scary as shit to me. Like, just the emotional pain that somebody has to be going through to know that you could inject that stuff and not like it's gonna you're that is that's a whole lot of emotional pain, y'all. To be able to do that shit right there is scary. And the people that do it, most of them have been doing it for a while and they know they've watched people die, they've almost died themselves, like they know that is, and it sounds probably stupid that I'm saying it's some kind of bravery, but like that's a lot of emotional pain. It's just a lot of emotional pain to, it's crazy to me. Like, we really need to pay attention. Like, we need to be doing something to help these people. I mean, and I have emotional pain too, and there's different things, and I know there people actually hurt themselves, cut themselves, everything. Anything you're doing to hurt yourself, and even if you're not doing physical stuff, because like tattoos, even if I'm hurting emotionally, does not, that kind of pain, physical pain and emotional pain to me are two different pains. That does not make me feel better by any means. Fucking pain is pain, and I don't like pain, period. So, physical pain, I don't like any pain, but physical pain especially. So, I don't, but we hurt ourselves more emotionally, like we all do it. So, but we all have busy lives, but we need to take time out sometimes Oh, Jane, I didn't even see your previous comment. It's okay. Um, and I don't know. I didn't know. Like, to me, if you're gonna do that stuff, and she used to carry that stuff around with her, even. But like, the safest thing to do is if you're gonna do it, and you know people in your house, is to have that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I learned how to use it or give it to people just because I wanted to, because there were so many people OD, and I don't care if they get mad at me or not. I'm not gonna sit there and watch somebody die. You might have a headache, bitch, but you're gonna be alive because I can't handle all that shit. That shit's scary, but that shit like happens so it literally you stop breathing. Like that shit, fentanyl is scary to me. Like I don't even know why they make it in pill form. They should have never done that. They took Darvocet off the counter, but they fucking make fentanyl, and all these people are dying from it. Like what the fuck is really going on? Oh my god, they kill me this shit. I'm just like, why the fuck would they ever make a fentanyl pill? That's the stupidest thing. I mean, uh, for people to get a hold of it like that, like, oh my god, just, of course it was done on purpose, you know. And I think Kane's live. I'm fixing to get off from here, y'all, but I wanted to not just put that post, but I'm gonna do something else. Like, I don't know what. I want to put together something. Yeah, they did us too, but they did show us how to use it. But yeah, they are big needle, but they're supposed to be so they can be used fast. But sometimes it's not. I mean, sometimes it don't work. I mean, it just don't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure exactly with her. I mean, they Narcan you if you're non-responsive and there's nobody there. When they get there, they Narcan you automatically here now. I mean, because that's the first thing. That's what I was saying about Dylan with Xana being on the floor. Like, there's too much shit that happens nowadays, not just drunk. So yeah, you don't leave anybody on the floor, and that's common sense. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody's been taught. Everybody's seen this epidemic with this fentanyl, and people getting it that don't even know they've got it, touched it. Police have touched it and almost died touching it, touching barely any of it, because it's that potent, which is ridiculous. Like, I don't think pure cocaine was that potent. I mean, shit. What? That's ridiculous. A pharmaceutical drug, like, why the fuck would they ever put something like that out on the street? Jesus Christ. I mean, that's just stupid. Anyway, it pisses me off, really. And all of it saying it gets trafficked over here, it sure does, and our government lets it. Because if they didn't fucking want it over here, it wouldn't be here. And that's the truth. So that's the way that's allegedly my opinion. I ain't gonna say it ain't fact. I think it is fact, but that's the way I feel about that shit. If they didn't want that shit over here, it wouldn't be here. So they can suck it when it comes to that shit. Anyway. I'm fixing to get off from here because like I said, I know Kane was going live. I just wanted to. Sometimes it makes me feel better to get on here and talk to everybody, so I will probably do another one, especially as I process this shit, because as I feel it more, then I'm going to. I don't want to be freaking out. I mean, I'm not gonna freak out. I'm just saying, I don't know emotions to death well. Like I said, I'm going through my makeup. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, okay, so let's go watch Kane, and thank y'all for coming in here. And Jane, thank you. It helps a lot when people just understand. And Meg, thank you, because what you said was exactly right. We don't know what people's been through, and they can be addicted to food. It does not have to be drugs. Like, people think it's just drugs, and it's not. It could be food, it could be shopping, it could be fucking anything. There's other stuff that can hurt you that people are addicted to. It's not just drugs, and I hate when people think it's just that, because most of the time when somebody's addicted to drugs, it's about numbing something. It's about making something stop, or they think it does, or they're trying to. And like I said, for somebody to do that kind of drug, that's a whole lot of pain that trumps the fear of dying. And so that to me is eye-opening in the least. The least I can say about it is that it's very eye-opening. I don't think enough people pay attention to that. Like I said, that's not an excuse. It is the truth, and we can only help people when we know the truth. And trading it off for even Suboxone, if you're not going to take the people off Suboxone and these Suboxone clinics and these methadone clinics, and methadone is horrible, but they do not take them off. They just keep upping their dose, and that is not helping them. A lot of them end up going right back to the shit because, I mean, methadone is awful on your kidneys and stuff. Suboxone is better, but Suboxone withdrawals are awful. I mean, I've seen people withdraw. I'd never seen people withdraw from heroin until I was at a mental hospital in Birmingham, and I literally thought this girl was dying. And that's what made me never want to do it. I was like, I'm never doing something that makes me hurt like that, or like, there's no way. And that's not me being mean or a bitch or judging. I'm just like, hell no. I am too much of a, I don't like pain. So, and some people literally get on pain medicine because they have back surgery or they fuck up their back, and then it leads to that. And it's crazy. A lot of times it takes years to lead to that, but that's what it leads to. Because pain medicine is not only physically addictive, it's mentally addictive, but it's physical too. And so you don't know it. I do know that because they had me on like hydrocodone 5 for 3 months because I was having kidneys, like I would just have spurts of kidney stone pain. So they had me taking it like 3 or 4 times a day. I come off of it and didn't realize I couldn't just come off of it. Oh yeah, that after that too, I said, oh hell no. And that was very mild, the withdrawal symptoms I had, but I was like, oh no, 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 we're not doing this. So Trisha rarely ever takes pain medicine. It makes me ill anyway too, especially anything stronger than hydrocodone, but I like, yeah. I do not like pain, so okay. Let me get off here. Somebody's at my door too, so. Go watch Kane, y'all. I'm going over there in a minute. Love y'all.